Hi there, it's day 25 of our 40 days of intimacy with God, and we find ourselves in 1 John chapter 4, verse 13 through to the end, verse 21. I hope you know that the purpose of us reading the Bible is not actually for us to get to know the Bible, it's for us to get to know the author. The whole purpose of this is that we would grow deeper in our relationship with him. And so we're reading a lot. Every day we're reading more and more of the Bible, and it's not possible, well, it'd be very difficult for you to remember it all. But what you can do is get deeper in the relationship with God. And one of the great ways, I think, especially that works well in this passage is, you can read verses 13 through to 21. There's so much stuff in here about God's love and how he loves us and living with him and him living with us, and just how the impact of his love hits us. But it's a lot to take in. So I want to encourage you to do something a little bit different today, maybe. And maybe read verse 13, and then read verse 13, and then read verse 13. Let it sink in. Then move to verse 14. Read that verse. Read it again. Read it again. Read it again. Let it sink in. Because there's just so much in here about God's love. And if you read too much of it, it kind of washes over you. But when you stop and let it sink in, there's something about that repetition. There's something about that sinking in that hits you. Let me just pick on one phrase in here, just to give you an example. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. For fear has to do with punishment, and whoever fears has not been perfected in love. Read that. Let that sink in. Start to realize that I don't have to be fearful. If God loves me, I don't have to be fearful. I don't have to worry about punishment. God's not there to punish me. He's there wrapping his love around me. Just let that one verse sink in. Another thing you might want to do is read the whole thing, see which verse hits you the most, and then just read that. Let it sink in. It's not about how much you can remember. It's not about how quick you can get through it. It's about how you can get to know God. And sometimes you'll read a verse and it will hit you, and it will strike you deep in your heart. And that's a moment to stop. Read it again, let it sink in. There is so much stuff in just this passage here about God's love. I pray that through reading that and letting your heart meditate on it, that you would grow deeper in your relationship with God. You have a great day.